what's up you guys? This is Sierra, also known as Cali Curls. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm showing you guys how I achieved this quick and easy protective style. Maybe not so quick because it did take me about 5 hours to achieve, but they are individual locks. I crocheted them and they came out a lot better than I expected. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned for that, and I'll just quickly jump into how I got this. Okay guys, so first thing I do is start my hair off on freshly washed and blow dried hair, and I'm going in with the Let's Jam Extra Hold Conditioner. I love the way that this has my hair feeling, especially after when I take down a protective style. My hair doesn't feel dry, it actually feels conditioned and nice. So I constantly use this, and you can tell already that my parts are not perfect. We just get these protective styles done and they still come out looking okay. So don't worry about getting those parts down. I try to section off my hair with the top half of my head and the back. So I start with the back first and then I work my way to the top. And I'll do separate sections. I think I had 3 different sections going to the top because this protective style that I'm putting in, these locks, are thicker than ones I've had previously. So I don't want to have like 110 different braids. I want to stick with around 40 to 50 different braids in my hair. So you can tell that I am just braiding it down. Make sure that you condition those ends because those ends are the ones that need it the most. And this is how it's looking at, like, you can see where from ear to ear, that's how I section off, like from the front to the back, and then I'll do those lines at the bottom. It's not perfect, but it's coming out nice. And then I pre-plan my sections before I start because I want to know the depth, the length, and I want to make them match as much as possible. But you can see that I'm going to have 4 different sections from the top of each side of my head. So we're on the last braid. Now the braiding alone took me about 2 hours. Of course, I had to stop, attend to the children, take a break, eat, take a snack and stuff. And this is how it came out. I did not continue with the installing the lock process until the next day because I was so exhausted. But the next day came, the next morning, and I'm installing them. So this hair is by Toyotress. I actually tried their hair in the past, loved it. So excited to try this new style, which is the Toceana Wavy Locs. I hope I'm saying that. Toceana Wavy Locs. It's 24 inches and the color is the 27. It's the ombre. The ombre 1B with 27. Beautiful. Like I said, I've tried their hair in the past and loved it. So I was really excited to try this new style. And you can see here how I'm installing it. I'm going to take that hook, make sure that that latch is open when you're putting the hook through. And because it's in the back of my hair, you can see that I was kind of struggling a little bit. And make sure you're not hooking onto like little hairs. I know that you want it, when you put that pin in there, you want to move it around and see if it feels right. And then you're gonna take that hole of the faux lock and you're gonna apply it in the hook. Make sure that clamp is closed, pull it through. And that's why you want to make sure, a little tip is to make sure that your braids aren't too tight because you want to be able to pull it through the scalp. And I know that I had about 2 or 3 of them in the front that were a little tighter because these locks were a little bit thicker. So I had to go back in and loosen up those braids because yeah, you don't want the protective style to be too tight. You'll be ripping your hair out. So you see that I have it through. The faux lock is secure on my natural hair. And I'm going to take the crochet and put it down the middle of the lock all the way through because that's where I'm going to hide my natural hair. This is my first time doing this. I seen somebody on YouTube do it and I was just like, oh my gosh. It looked a lot harder than I thought it was until I paid attention to what they were doing. And then I was like, oh, this is not hard. And it makes the style look a lot more cleaner. Another tip that I can give you guys is when you do put the crochet down the middle of the faux lock, Make sure that you're like taking it through the root, like closer to the root of the lock. I know I was kind of taking it towards a little bit, you know, not even half of an inch, like a centimeter down. And if I had it a little closer to the roots like I did the front of my hairs, you wouldn't have seen like my natural hair peeping out like you do see some of them when I flip the hair over. But like I said, as long as the top of the hair and the hair that falls back is perfect, people are not going to even notice like the back of your hair like that. So here I go again, applying it. This is like the correct way that I did it that I wanted to show you guys. Usually I stopped right there and take the hook out, but this is where I'm going deeper into the root. Like you see that I'm kind of putting it through the looped area, which is where you want to take the hook through. So that way your hair hides a lot better. Okay, it's just gonna look a lot more natural. And you see it's easy as that. You just unhook it, make sure you're not grabbing on anything extra, and make sure that it is not tight. And here goes the final results. It took me about 2 hours to install, so I would say 4 hours in total, but I was stopping and taking breaks. That's why it took me about like 5 hours, because I was taking my time with these. But I love the results. They came out so good. I feel like some Caribbean goddess or something. Like I want to be a pirate for Halloween now because of this hair. But I think I did a pretty good job. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to quickly show you how I achieved this look for a nice protective style, especially during winter time. I will attach all the details and information down below so that way you can get your hands on this hair. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.